4 times bigger than any of the normal sized vetches you see in the neighbourhood every bloody season they come up. This was like enormous. I'm thinking, oh, there's got to be some combination, some result of pouring those, washing out those paint cans near this vetch. Of course, we probably now have, whether they were using zinc oxide and titanium oxide or something. That's one thing I don't think I've tried. I don't think I've tried the combination of zinc and titanium. Maybe you'll get a doubling or maybe a tenfold response. I don't know. Maybe that's something I need to do, but I think that'll come after I find exactly what it is. The basic classic components, the basic standard, little nuts and bolts sort of thing, before we go playing around with fairly more exotic sort of thing. But you might, if you've got easy access to titanium salts and various zinc ones, you might want to try the combination of titanium plus zinc and or in combination with a bit of chalk sort of thing, and see if you get like a twofold or maybe even a tenfold response. I mean, if you get a tenfold, I think it'd be very easy to get to fly traps with 4-inch traps or cephalotes with 6-inch pitches. If you can get to like a tenfold, it's very easy. Even on a bad day, you'll be getting pretty impressive traps and pitches on things, and giant capes, and it makes you wonder, all this thing, when they go through the different, the standard cape, then the wide cape, and then they get the albino one, then they get the red one, and then they get the miniature one, and then they get the giant one, and then all the fly traps seem to follow in the same sort of order. You get the standard one, and then, what was it? And then you get the all green form, and then you get the royal red sort of thing, and then you get the B52s and the King Henrys and so on. They always seem to follow in the same order as the capes went in, and vice versa sort of thing. And it makes you wonder if they really do know more than they're letting on, and they could actually grow fly traps with 4-inch traps and cephalotes with 6-inch pitches. But if they did that, the game would be up and you would know. And they don't want that, because they just want to take your money for jam. Give you a plant, take your money, and they know it's if you pot it up in the wrong time of the year, you transfer it into a pot. So you get away from the red organism, put it in a pot that doesn't have... The red organism can't really build up when the temperature gets below 8 degrees. So unless you've already got the biofilm in there that can tick over the thing, your plant's not going to survive. If you go from a high nutrient load in the bought pot to a low nutrient peat and sand mix, blah, 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 the mycorrhizal fungi, you're going to become parasitic and just chew the roots off your plants. They know all this, and they're just laughing their little silly cotton socks off behind the garden shed as you walk out the greenhouse or the store, whatever. They're just round the back laughing their guts off, bent over double, knowing I've just got another sucker. It's just walked out of the store. I don't know if that's the way it goes. I mean, how many suckers do you have before you get over that sort of thing? I mean, I've laughed so many times this morning. I've had 10 customers, and I've bent over double 9 times as they've walked out the shop, knowing, there's a sucker born every minute. Yeah. And all this idea about tissue culture, tissue culture makes everything cheaper, and you're saying, how come the prices on the fly traps? We've had the global economic crisis, and you think, that's going to cause the prices to go down a bit. Then people have lost. They want to make money, want to keep in business, sort of thing. No, the prices just keep going up. They go like another dollar's gone up. It's gone up another level, sort of thing. And you think, what the heck, but I think things are going to change over the next couple of years. When all that Soros money, all that Rothschild money comes back from the other side of wherever it is, on the other side of financial oblivion or something, either that or Trump's, as I said the other day, Trump's just going to flip on and just print a whole load of new notes, and he says, just bugger it. We're going to lose all that money, but they're going to lose it because they're going to just have to sell things to actually buy the new currency. And they can't bring out these great big vaults filled to the brim with notes, or a big vault of gold. Well, where did you get that gold from? How did you pay for it? I paid for it in these... and they have to explain their ill-gotten gains. So, it goes back centuries, you know. My Sir Lancelot the Fourth or something, you know, like 1,000 years ago, went on some crusade, and that's where it's all come from. Yeah, right. Are you going to prove that to me? Oh, we got a second book of the Kills here. He's me uncle 14 times removed or something. He's the one. Oh yeah, right. We're going to believe that, are we? No, up against the wall, mate. Bang, bang, bang. That's the kind way. We want it. We probably want it. We want to, as Paul Keating would say, we want to do you slowly. We want to see you suffer. Come on, down and give me 5. Oh yes, I think it's gonna be a good year. I think it's going to be a popcorn, you know, or drink as much as Coke as you can. I think it's going to be sort of kind of year. So work your asses off now, because your feet you're going to be kicking back in the, you know, just watching the big show by November. I reckon, you know, there's just I don't know. Is he going to be hanging them? Is he going to bring the guillotine and say, well, it was good enough for the French, why don't we use that? I mean, but then that's just too quick. Surely it's too quick. We want to slow it down and enjoy it, you know, because when the truth comes out, what they've really been up to over these years, and you didn't have a chance in hell of getting on or doing anything good, you know, all this going back to the moon was just a story they fed us in the 70s. They had no intention of going back to the moon and onto Mars, you know. I mean, the one eye-opening thing is, you see the boosters from the Elon Musk. Have you seen those coming down on their own? I watched that and I thought, oh, that was just as one of the most. It was like something out of bloody Thunderbirds. It was just so amazing, you know. You know, all those moments as a kid, you're watching these programs, you think, oh, that's the way it's going to be, and you see these bloody booster rockets coming down on their own accord and landing like something out of bloody Thunderbirds. And you think, oh yes, you know, put your faith in Elon Musk, because he's not going to rip you off, is he? I don't think so. He's too enamoured by the future. But anyway, so we'll see how we go. But, yeah, sometimes I wonder. Yeah, back to the moon, put a base on the moon, and then we go to Mars. I think that's the way it's going to be. So, yeah, so on and so forth. We'll just get this bloody regular organ and learn what it really likes, and I think we'll be fine. But until then, I think I've done enough, fellas. I've got to get somewhere. Something's got to stand out in the next couple of weeks. One of these bottles is going to go bang, and we say, oh, that's the basic combo we want. Oh well, we'll see. How long do you think it's before the old oven fashionista Madam President goes for a runner? I mean, how many doubles does she have? I remember that one on the plane, when the one was chewing gum, looked like she was 30, 35. I thought that was a bit suspicious. I mean, how can someone, you can go back 7 years, but not bloody 20. This one looked like she was on this plane doing this interview. Whether it was all computer generated, I don't know, but she was chewing gum like anything. Well, it was special gum. Why can't we all have some of that special gum, that Marine Boy gum, Oxo gum or something, whatever she was chewing, made her look like 20 years younger, whether it really was her, a double, computer-aided assisted graphics or something to make, you know, you just talk and we'll make you look 20 years younger, I don't know. But watch out for things. Things will get a bit crazy, so, you know, if she does go for a runner, I mean, you've seen her with cracks and things on her face, and now the video comes out today, you know, smooth skin and everything. I think, what the heck's going on? You can't do that, you know. I mean, what is she on? What have they got her on? How much does it cost? You know, I mean, is that the truth? You eat babies and you get younger? I don't know. Okay, over and out. See ya.